Welcome to Jabbermouths. I am the failed experiment that is JD.
I still had better fashion sense than they did, Ethan.
And I'm game designer turned weapons manufacturer, Barrett. Like that's a plot point in the movie.
This is such a bad movie. Okay, we watched
To build a better boy.
the movie To Build a Better Boy.
No. You have to say it. To build a better boy.
To build a better boy.
Really let boy really just sink in your mouth.
I'm just gonna turn into Nixon by the end of
Build a better boy.
To build a better boy.
No, you really want to sexualize this boy, so you gotta to build a better boy.
To build a better.
Because everyone else is doing it throughout the whole movie, so why can't we?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
As grown adults.
So everyone right now is on Disney's dick about how amazing they're doing with all of their
Disney Plus
stuff. Mandalorian, great. A lot of the Marvel stuff they're doing right now is great. In general, right, it's been great. The Percy Jackson show is coming by Disney Plus.
I thought that was Amazon.
No, it's Disney Plus.
Disney
Plus.
You're right. As soon as I said it.
Right, which might be good. But we got you. We got you by the balls, Disney. Because we know where...
Disney got us by the balls. They got us to that shit.
No. Because we know. We know where your disgusting backwater content lies. And it's in the mid-2000 teens. Fucking Disney original movies.
I love them. I love Disney Channel original films. Oh god,
they're
so
bad.
So bad.
I have not seen a conscious effort be that bad in a little while. Oh my god!
No, I mean the film is. I mean, so it's a Disney Channel film, right? So it's got the production quality of a Disney Channel film.
It's got the production quality of like a TV movie.
And I would say the acting is not horrific.
Dude, I was high out of my mind when we watched it, and I could still tell that a lot of that was getting phoned in.
But
the black leads, I don't remember her name.
China,
Gabby?
China something. The actress's name is China something.
Yeah, China. I couldn't.
Gabby. Yeah.
Every second she was on screen, I was just like, "You're just here."
They kept trying to make her sassy, but none of the sassiness landed.
She's not a sassy person. You can tell she's not a sassy person, but all of her lines are written that way, and so she delivers it like, imagine. I'm trying to put this into like a way that will be understandable to people who shouldn't see this movie, because I'm going to tell you right now, don't go watch this movie. Just listen to this and you're fine.
Somebody who's never ever heard of the word sass.
Right,
gets told what sass is and then tries to do it.
I think everybody has at least one friend like this. Like your most introverted friend. Like your friend who will debate going out to hang out with you just because it's like a 15-minute drive that day with a little bit of traffic instead of a 10-minute drive. Right? That kind of friend. Imagine that friend trying to just walk up to somebody and insult them for the first time ever. Like just walk up to somebody and blatantly try to attack them from a very extroverted perspective. That's what that is every time I hear her fucking speak, because it's her just so out of her element, so just not wanting to, I almost felt like she didn't want to say the words.
That's how I felt mostly. I remember so at the beginning of the film we established, hey, they're the nerd girls. Nobody likes them. Nobody likes you because you don't have personality. You just keep talking about equations.
Well, and they fucking flex every given moment. Science. They're flexing. They flex on their teacher. Nobody wants to be
your friend because you're a dicks.
Even the teacher.
The teacher fucking hates them.
Rightfully so. Because if you imagine you're in high school and you see some fucking 12, what are they, 13, 14?
They're sophomores.
They're sophomores, I think, yeah.
They're sophomores. So then they're probably 15.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
15
or 16.
But they're doing Calc 3.
They're senior, the line is senior level calculus.
Right, which is Calc 2, I guess, for some places. They're doing Calc 2, which is college level fucking math, and they finish their test in 5 minutes.
10 minutes.
They finish it in 10 minutes, and they go. Sorry,
it's fine. I watched this afternoon, so it's annoyingly fresh.
They go to turn it in, and the teacher's like, "Hey, it's only been 10 minutes. You should probably check your work." And then they literally in front of her just stand there and go through the equations in their head and go, "Done. Here's our thing." I hate you kids. I hope you understand.
See, what I hated the most about them, for me, I thought it was just agreed. For some reason, a lot of Disney Channel movies, and apparently I thought they killed it in the 2000s, but I guess it's a continuing trend. For some reason, all their protagonists have to have the most obnoxious color palette. We're talking patterns on patterns on patterns on patterns.
Just because they were super nerdy doesn't mean they need to have zero understanding
Here's
of what it is to wear
a polka dot sweater
a normal...
over a flower dress. None of this makes sense.
Right.
Here's the deal. I wore graphic T-shirts and like workout pants through the most of my high school career.
Yeah,
I had better fashion sense than they did.
And I knew plenty of the, quote unquote nerds or whatever. Like I hung out with them a lot because they're actually fun people to be around. If you're in high school,
unlike these characters.
You hate all the tropes because you have that one girl where it's just like, I would be the most popular girl in the school, and everyone's like, "Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck about this 30-year-old woman in here?"
Navina,
all of the actors are so
Navina,
much older than high
she's
school.
just like,
Navina,
I will run this school. It's like that is pathetic.
No one
She's
cares
literally
about you.
like the worst version of a Disney villain.
I know, like
Right.
just they didn't try. There's no subtlety. There's no like fun little. Oh, I wonder what their dastardly plan is. It's just.
It's
well, the male lead sucks too, because the male lead,
wait.
the boy,
Football.
the original,
Football.
the original crush,
Football boy.
Yeah, he kind of sucks too. Like the entirety of the movie.
I'm the school's #1 football boy.
Right.
We're gonna make the state.
Right, but here's the BS. He's like, oh, I like this nerdy girl, but I can't let anybody find out about it because then my social status would be affected. I'm like, you're in high school.
No, I don't even think he ever says that. Does
No,
he?
he just
No,
says he didn't have the
it's-
guts to do
Yeah,
it.
he just
It's
said he
like
doesn't have the guts to
heavily
do it.
implied that he's totally into her at the beginning of the show, at the beginning of the movie.
Well, I don't because yes, it is heavily
That's what I'm
implied.
saying.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that he said that. I'm just saying it's clear that he likes her, but he's already with this popular
no,
girl.
I don't think he is.
I think he's already
They
dating
were,
the popular
yeah.
girl.
I don't think so.
I'm
They
pretty sure they're
she
already
said we're
dating.
dating for 17 days.
Yeah,
That's
they
a
were already
big
together.
commitment.
They were already together for 17
Okay.
days. I remember getting mad about that.
Congratulations. 17 days.
Right,
I mean,
but
it's
point
more than
being,
me,
he's
I guess,
already
but-
with the quote-unquote popular chick.
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh, if I, actually have, express my feelings, then everything's going to get bad. And it's like, well, don't be a fucking bitch, all right? Like, you go
Pretty
be
much, yeah.
like, you put yourself in this prison. Like, you are the one who consciously chose this, so I have no sympathy for you. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, why? If you like somebody, just fucking say you like that person, Life's complicated.
Right?
Let's see. I think, so getting that aside, I think one of the biggest. So later in the film, so the main girl, May? Was it May?
I think so.
Yeah, because
Yeah, it's May,
amazing.
Yeah.
They
so
make that pun in
They
the-
do.
I think
Anyway,
it's about the dress.
so
Throw
yeah,
up in
she
my rocks
lies
glass.
and she's like, no, I totally, I gosh darn do have a boyfriend.
That old trope.
That old
It's
trope.
literally the worst lie you can
Yeah.
tell.
You just wouldn't know him because he goes to a different school.
He's
from,
in
He's from
Alaska.
Alaska.
He's from Alaska. He's totally ripped and has a very thick penis. And let me tell you, he's destroyed my downstairs.
Right? And let me tell you, he doesn't work on length. He works on girth, all right? He knows what's
He's
going
a
on
fucking
down there.
freak.
He's a fucking freak.
Nevea. Why
He's
don't you fuck
He's
up?
a
That means
4-inch
heaven
long,
backwards.
5-inch wide fucking man, okay?
And then the girls go and they build that man.
So,
We're gonna
so the
use-
backdrop of that, right?
Yeah.
Like why they even have access to that shit is May's dad, right?
Yeah.
Who is a game developer, like the
Yeah.
head of a game developing company.
Yeah.
But not really. He actually works for the government. Is that
Yeah.
what that? It's like
Well,
it's
he's
like a front.
I think
It's like a front
yeah.
for
Yeah.
working
Well,
for
I
the
don't
government.
know if it's a front or if it's like a. We actually make video games, but we also have this technology.
Killjoy.
See, that's
somehow
worse to me though.
That, yeah,
'Cause then it's
Killjoy
like-
2000.
Because then it's like we had a successful gaming company, and then the government approached us and said, "But can you make boys?
But can
What?
you make beautiful
We
boys?
we
I don't
make,
think it
we
was
make
supposed
video
to be-
games, but can you make a boy?
Can you make a boy?
You know
Well,
what? That's
it's
just crazy
basic-
enough.
it's-
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I mean, it's basically like alternate universe Ready Player One.
Is it though?
You just have like so then
When did Ready Player One become military grade? Like,
Isn't the whole point of the freaking film is that he's fighting against the virtual military?
yeah, the virtual
Yeah.
military,
Owned
not
by the company.
but not the actual government.
Well, anyway, so like
Same
It's
thing.
just a weird. It's just a weird Pardon my French. I burped. It's just a weird, convoluted plot point that I feel like they could have just not had it be like that. Why
Yeah.
couldn't he just work for the government in the first place? You know what I mean? Why did it need to even be a gaming company?
Well, because that way Gabby can't make the joke later on about how this is just a viral marketing campaign.
We didn't need the joke either.
we
Ethan.
didn't need that joke. I mean, honestly, you know what? Seriously, here's I talked about it with JD, and so here's what I thought, and I'll explain to you, Ethan. I thought this is basically how they wrote the film is they just have a bunch of darts and just throw it on a dartboard. Cyborg, military, game design, homecoming, boyfriend. Okay,
Can we make
we
a
got
movie?
this.
Let's
we,
do
We
it.
can do this.
Yeah. So yeah,
The one dude in the back is like, I got it.
right.
To
so-
build a better boy.
So what they tried to do is create basically a social media profile for this
Yep.
guy, is their plan, so that they can talk to him over their computers and
Yeah.
prove that he quote-unquote exists.
delicious.
Right.
3D delicious?
3D delicious.
Is I think the line?
I'm gonna have a thick butt.
But what they accidentally do is like hack into their dad's database, which is
yeah.
what controls the crazy government.
They purposely hack into the database.
But they didn't know that
they
it
didn't know that it
Yeah.
actually creates...
Controlled a
could
boy.
create
A boy.
a cyborg.
They made a real boy.
And that's a very important piece to me. Is they create all the characteristics, right? Like he has to have super certain hair and and how his personality has to be.
They made a Chad.
Right, they totally made a Chad. He
The
looks like a
embodiment of
Chad.
Muscular, blonde hair, blue eyes.
But
Yeah,
he's
they made
nice.
it. We made that joke too.
He's
It's
a
like,
Chad.
and he must be Aryan pure blood.
Aryan pure. May I'd like to discuss our friendship.
But my biggest thing is, they never talk about his dick, and I'm like, you're
It's a
building
Disney
person.
Channel
I don't
movie.
care. She bites her lip looking at him, dude. It is implied that she is going to
So
plow
what,
the shit.
how
up.
are they gonna... what's the line?
When you were 15, you were thinking about sex all the time.
Well, yeah,
That
but
is
these
not
are
what I'm
Disney
arguing.
15-year-olds.
That is not at all
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
guess that's true.
arguing.
But what I'm saying is, I would have liked to know that they would.
Okay.
I would have loved that.
So
That-
you need to write a letter to Disney.
I'm not doing this.
In
It
all-
was in
in-
2014.
I don't care. In all of
That's
your
actually
future
better.
Disney Channel originals, teenage girls must think about dick. Period.
No, I'm saying if you're
Regards,
building,
JD, send.
No, I'm just saying you're building your perfect partner, and they never talk about the sexy stuff, and that bothers me.
If I am building a
Perfect
partner,
You're never gonna think about the.
I
Sexy
am not in
stuff.
a Disney Channel movie.
I don't care. I'm not. Dude, you don't get it.
Oh, I get it. I get where you're going.
Disney don't get a pass from me.
I
Word
want
dick.
you to tell
Word
me
of
what
dick.
the line is.
Oh, for Disney?
Yeah.
On how far they should go?
No,
I think they should be able to
no.
talk about it, just not
No.
like show it.
In the movie.
I think I should get some PG-13 for this. That's all I'm saying, because they're older.
In the
than-
movie.
Oh, relax.
What?
Just settle down.
Don't tell me what
In
to
the
do.
movie.
You're barking up the wrong tree.
They're like, he needs to be like perfect and know what I'm thinking before I say it and attend to my every need
A chap.
and never want to do anything except be with me.
That's toxic.
Sounds like the most boring fucking human being.
And then I also want him to blank in relation to a large
So I want him
dick.
to be well endowed. Easy peasy.
In mind.
Lemon squeezy.
No, I think it should just be like more like Animaniacs, where like they really. I don't really want him to have a jumbo-sized discotheque that he runs with his brother. We have to build a brother now.
I just find it funny. I just find it.
build
That's
a
all I'm
better
saying. Like it just
brother.
reminded
So-
me that this is a kids movie, even though they're like trying to punch a slight bit above their weight by
craziest
being in
thing-
high school. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Here's the craziest thing: is they literally mushed 4 sci-fi movies all in one and did a worse job. If you want a better time, watch Weird Science, Her, the Terminator film franchise, or Blade Runner. Any of those.
Which
with
one was
similar
Terminator?
themes.
I guess
He's a
it is.
killbot.
He's a kill
Yeah,
bot.
he's
Sent on
supposed
the
to be.
mission to
he's
Except
supposed
he
to be
doesn't
military.
kill the one dude. The one dude he fights in the movie in the
he just
really
beats the
badly
shit out of him.
choreographed fight scene.
Yeah, in the mall.
Yeah, he just fights.
He
him.
beats up a Russian in the back of a mall. It's
Yeah,
pretty
also-
sweet.
But
the
he
fuck is
doesn't
the
even
whole-
kill them. It literally goes eliminate target, and then
And then
he just stands
beats him
up later in
Yeah,
the
he just beats
movie.
him up. What is the whole Russian plot line there? Like, I understand why they like.
Apparently
why
they wanted to kidnap the boy and hack him to use for Russia.
No, I know why. Like, what their motive is. I'm just questioning the purpose of them being in the film. You know what I mean?
Russia bad.
I was just like, why? There's already so much other shit going on, right? Like, between Homecoming and this robot and the general and the
let's
dad
see.
trying to find the robot.
And then the general who weirdly fantasizes about being a teenage girl because he gets actually really sad when May can't kiss the perfect boy.
Right,
And he
and-
gets sad. He says, "My moment is ruined." And it's like, oh my god, I really have to think about that. This general really has these fantasies. This man in his 60s. You know, he's lived his whole life in the military career,
I
but he
thought
has
we were
these
gonna talk about
deep,
this
dark
way later in the
fantasies
podcast, I'm not
of,
gonna
you know,
lie.
being a teenage girl.
I thought we were going to talk about that so much later.
It's a very big part of the film.
I
Can we
know.
also talk about his assistant, who definitely is your like airheaded secretary thing?
Yep.
Yeah, there's so many tropes in this movie that are
Let's
Who-
talk.
wait.
even
Who
by
falls in
2014
love-
standards.
Who falls in love with the principal at the school after barely meeting him?
Yes. Well, that's the other thing with the barely really knowing each other is May's older brother
Oh, yes, the 4chan pedophile. He's trying to,
who's
I'm
played,
16.
He's played so many
You're not
things
16.
in the Disney stuff. I've seen him in other Disney
he's in so
things.
many things.
I don't know his name. but I've
Props,
seen him in
props
other
to
Disney
the
things.
actor then.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He keeps getting work.
I'm
Good
just
for
saying
him.
the whole thing of just like,
Better
I'm
than us.
16. I'm your
Yeah.
wacky 16-year-old in a fedora. And I'm like,
you're
a
35. I know you are.
And he keeps hitting on Gabby, and it's just like, you're a 4chan pedophile. Get out of there.
This is weird.
Get out of there.
But
like his
Gabby,
character.
Gabby like sort of turns him down a couple times, and then we don't converse with him for
Yeah.
almost like the rest of the movie.
And then she's at the dance, and she has no interest in hanging out with them.
Until the end, where
Until
she's
the end,
like,
and
I'm
then
in
she's like, "Yeah,
love."
I'm cool. I'm cool with dancing with him. That might be a
Well,
good."
Yeah, I
he
like
goes
dating your
for it.
brother. I
And then
like-
starts
like-
like, but you don't even talk to my brother. What do you
you
mean you
like
want
him?
to date my brother? You fucking
So-
hated him at the beginning of the movie.
So, he comes up to Gabby after they blow the computer, because there's a computer in their dad's office,
Which is like the big supercomputer.
which has
And-
one of the 2 copies of this software.
right. And if you're that secret government crazy motherfucker, why are you keeping that shit just in
your
room-
house?
in your personal den, where behind an unlocked door that
No,
you're?
it's locked.
How did they get in then?
They know the keypad.
Yeah,
That's worse.
Yeah.
Why would you give your kids that fucking?
Because they're smart. Because they're
Well,
nerds.
One of them is smart. Did we
They're
ever get
all
a mention
intelligent.
of the
They're all
mom?
super intelligent. The
Yeah.
the older brother's hyper intelligent too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a nerd.
Because he fixes the computer.
Yeah.
After they
Oh,
break it the first time,
fixes.
he gets it working again properly. It looks bad, but
It's fixed.
the OS is there.
Duct tape fixes everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So next time.
Oh no! But like he. Sorry, continue.
I was just saying, next time your computer crashes, I'm gonna be sprinting in there with that duct tape, like we got this, boys.
Need a new heating unit for your computer? Pfft, duct tape.
Uh,
Oh, my graphics card's going under. Don't worry, we're gonna use the super glue.
Yep. What about your CPU? Duct tape. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Get those speeds right up there, bud.
Anyway, there's like they find out the computer is busted, and then Dad starts to come home, and they convince brother to cover for them, and he goes like, "I'll cover under one condition," and you can see the train of thought go the wrong way.
Yeah.
And he's like,
4chan.
"Shit, I gotta cover for my 4chan pedophilia. Let me take you to homecoming that I
take
am
you to
definitely
homecoming.
at, as you've never been at school at all."
That I'm an adult.
Yeah, you don't
I'm
see
in a-
him actually at the school.
It's true.
Except when
Except for,
he
like-
brings the cab.
Yeah.
Very, very seldomly. And it's like, did you get kicked out of school, or are you just a lot older than you're letting on?
Do you just, exactly.
So does that mean Gabby was that one girl who's like, I have a college boyfriend?
Oh my god, we all knew that one person,
Yes.
right?
Oh, God.
Yes.
And don't get me wrong, my best friend was one of those people, but it was very different. He's married now, and they're very happy. And that's why it's different.
Yay, random tangent.
And I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it there because I don't know what he's cool with me divulging, so I'm just gonna leave it there. But he's never gonna listen to this. But if you do,
Yeah.
I love you, kiss kiss.
That was
But
cute.
yeah, we all had those friends in high school who
Mhm.
were, and it was more. Did you ever have it like where they started dating and one was like a junior or one was like a sophomore even, and they dated a senior and then they both went to the next year, and they tried to make it still work?
No, the only...
Yeah, I
only-
saw that a few times. It always crashed
mean-
and burned.
Exactly, it never worked out. It was always. Just,
There was always that one girl when you're in like junior year or even sophomore year, I think. She's like, I'm dating a college guy. Because like I
That
grew up
makes
in a
me,
college
like,
town,
That
right?
makes me like disappointed in the college guy, to be honest.
Yeah, kind of. I
A little
agree.
bit. It's like, really? You're gonna punch? Like, no offense to that woman. Like, good for you, but like, you're gonna punch that far down? Like, from,
Yeah.
if from no other perspective, from a legal perspective, you're gonna punch that far down?
As long as it's 4 years, right?
No, it's 2, dude.
Yeah, did they change it to 2?
When was it ever 4 in
I
Colorado?
thought it was 4 in Colorado.
It's 2.
Oh.
It's always
it
been
was-
2.
No, it's a
Romeo
good...
and Juliet laws? I thought
Yeah.
there were 2. You had to be within 2 years.
Well,
of each
great
other.
news. We don't have
Maybe
to think
the
about
federal
them.
is 4 then.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway,
We
we
are not experts on pedophiles.
Because we're not. Honestly, you should be skeptical of people who constantly ask questions about consent laws. Because you're just leaning on like, why do you need that to know that, buddy?
I feel like it'd be worse if you were having a conversation about consent laws and somebody goes, "Oh no, it's 17 unless you're in Minnesota," and then you got to change it and make sure that you're actually.
No.
How do you
And
know
you're
that?
like,
No.
You're like, why do you know that, Calvin? Why are we
I
talking?
don't know.
Calvin.
Is there anything you'd like to tell me? So anyway, so the boy gets out. The boy is unleashed.
Yeah, so he
And then he steals a car.
computer shit. Yeah, but he gets out and immediately steals not just any car.
It's a Gallardo.
He steals a Lamborghini Gallardo.
He drives in, throws his keys at someone.
It is the
random
best color,
dude.
though.
It's a cool car. It's just, I don't want to think about, like, there is so many laws being broken behind the scenes that I want to see. Like, I want to see him.
Does he have an ID?
I don't know.
Does he drive perfectly?
I'm sure he does. He's a robot.
But
Like,
they can't
you could
make,
probably
they
just
can't make
download
the tram decision.
Well, I'm saying he could probably just, like a Tesla. He's just a Tesla, but in person. Right?
He has like wheels on his feet.
Yeah.
That'd be more believable.
I know, right?
He just like Heelys in. Sup, guys?
Well, I'm still just picturing the scene of some like sport coat, high-end businessman. He's got his Bluetooth in. He's walking to his nice Lamborghini Gallardo
that he's worked for years
because so hard to get.
He's not a hedge fund manager.
Right.
And he actually worked for his money.
Right, you just made partner at the law firm. You
Right.
got the Lamborghini. He's walking out like, hey man, I don't know if we're going to do so well in the Stevenson case. I want all that stuff on my office when I get there. He gets to the door, and out of nowhere, just a fucking roundhouse fist just finds his nose, sends him flying 150 feet. He's unconscious.
See,
He's out. There's a good chance his trachea is collapsed. The guy just smiled, and then again, there's the boy at the car just, I must find May. Opens the door and gets in the car and drives off.
I like to imagine he actually punches a hand through the guy.
Oh, just murders him on the spot.
Murders him on the spot and then slides off, I must find May. And then he shows up to school and everyone's like, oh, that's the weirdest thing. So it's just like, yeah, this is
Everyone
my totally
immediately
real boyfriend.
just
and they crowd him and then he
panty
just wanders
drop.
off.
Yeah, they're all just in love with him.
They start moaning. There's too much moaning.
There was a good
There's
amount
the
of
two,
that.
like
I said, it's weirdly sexual.
They're sexualizing
for a
this
not
boy.
sexual fucking
That's true.
movie.
They're like, oh my god, look at him. It's like, stop.
Don't think
And all I'm thinking is he has to be smooth down there because they never made a penis for him. So
there's shots in which girls are like reaching out to touch him and like petting him.
Oh god, another attractive foreign exchange student. Tell the janitor to put up all the wet floor signs. Come on, guys.
They were what happened last time.
We're in DEF CON
Well,
here.
yeah, 3 kids break their arms slipping on the floor.
Arm raking after slipping on pussy juices.
Exactly.
Oh god.
And just the janitor hits a living and just mopping.
Yeah, I will say.
Get up, Tom. Get up off the floor.
On that note, one trope they didn't do at least for once is a gay friend. They didn't do like a gay best friend.
So
They
this
had
is
the
Disney
kind
Channel
of bae.
2014. No gays allowed in Disney Channel
2014, they weren't woke enough to have gays.
Not
on
yet.
there?
So it's an interesting. So here's what I will say. So
And
around
I'm
this
not
time,
trying to be derogatory. I don't mean gays. I mean like the LGBTQ, the gays. You know what I mean?
yeah, but
Anyway,
well,
sorry.
no. So here's. I think they are now. The biggest thing is that it was for some reason that was like the biggest uphill battle was to try to put the LGBTQ in the in like their live action work, but then like versus in the early 2010s, like with shows like Gravity Falls and stuff, they were just jamming it in there.
Yeah,
They're like,
I was
you
gonna
can't
say.
stop us, and it was great.
I was gonna say because when did Gravity Falls happen?
That was like I think it was like 2013 to like 2016.
So it was
it
just
was
like
a very
the-
brief series.
So it was just like the animation stuff that was able to get away with more of that forward.
Yeah, a lot of those
rhetoric
animated
as opposed
shows,
to
yeah.
the live action. I wonder if that's
And now
just
live
because
action
it's
is
a-
officially moved. They're now like
Right, I wonder if
totally
that was just because it was like a different chain of command.
yeah.
Maybe.
I think it could have been.
You think
It's
between
possible.
the animation and the live action stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The animation people just have, or maybe they just gave the reins more liberally to the animation studios who made those shows to kind of do what they want a little bit more.
I think
Anyway,
so
movie bad. It should
back to the
feel
movie.
bad.
One thing I would like to bring up is that he always had so he's a killbot, but he's already he's just charming. He has the right voice. He knows exactly what to say.
He's smooth where
What
his
I-
pelvis.
You know what I would
region
love
is.
better?
Sorry, what?
I would love better if he actually sounded like a murder bot of just like, must find May. May, I am here to stimulate your clitoris.
You want to be the best part of that? You want to be the best part of that? Because there's the part where he takes a ukulele out in public and sings her, and I'm just thinking, I love you like a love song, baby. And the whole crowd's just cheering to him doing that, and she's like,
May, I am here to take you to homecoming and then engage in foreplay.
I am here to take your sexual organs to climax.
I cannot thrust upon you, for my mighty robot pelvis would destroy your weak human genitalia.
I must use oral fixation only, for you did not give me a penis.
I will have to switch my fingers to pleasure instead of kill.
I have 6 vibrate settings. Which would you prefer?
3 will kill you.
3 is anything above 3 you will not survive.
Just cuts to May dead in her bedroom.
I would prefer it just cuts to them him pushing her in a wheelchair.
You didn't tell me Drew would paralyze me.
And she's like, worth it, absolutely worth it. Her hair's all fucked up, and she's just whirlwind of,
Oh god,
it's worth it. I don't need my legs.
And then once I am done stimulating May, I will stimulate the rest of you.
I will stimulate the planet with my violence.
ow.
I'm sorry, what was that? Nothing at all. I would love that he just he really is a loving boyfriend, but his secondary objective is just to lay waste to the entire planet.
I just thought of something better.
Yeah, go ahead.
They put that boyfriend AI, but in an actual tactical drone. Flies over the school. I love you, May.
I'm picturing an AC-130 just hovering above the...
Imagine it wearing a bow tie at homecoming.
Now I'm still picturing, I love you like a love song, baby.
No, see, it'd actually be worse, though, because
I
drones
want
have
to land on your
pilots.
landing strip whenever you want.
All those Russians just get fucking obliterated. We are here to steal the...
Dum dum dum.
No,
Target eliminated. So anyway, May, homecoming.
the only bad part would be, since we know that, drones have pilots, so it's just some guy sitting in a chair so will you take me to homecoming? I guess. I mean,
I just
did the clearance codes, I guess.
Right.
Is this a mission?
Colonel, will you look at this? I don't know what's going on, man.
I just like the idea that someday some dude's flying a drone for something, and all of a sudden it just shorts out. He loses the feed for a sec, and the next thing you know, it cuts to homecoming, and he's like, "What the fuck is
General, we found the
by the
missing
end-
drone."
But I would find
It's
it amazing if he gets to see the
May.
loving dance back and forth between May and the drone, and the guys on the other end just crying by the end of it. He's got all the other guys around with him like it's a Hallmark movie, and they got tissues out.
No, so there's a scene. So they're at the big homecoming football game.
was that?
They run out of players.
Just somebody with a fast car.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
They're at the homecoming football game. They're out of players, and the coach points to the robot man. He goes, "I need you to play for me." But imagine if that was a drone.
just a drone.
And it just kills the other team.
It doesn't even it doesn't shoot them. It just flies right through them. You just get that
There's a ball on top of it.
You get that stereotypical scene where somebody's running at them in their pads, and then it flies by at supersonic speed, and the guy stops. And the top half just falls off.
I love you, supersonic boyfriend. You defeated our school rival.
There's people out screaming on the field for their kids.
This
and
kid's
on the
going
other
to
side,
varsity.
the other side's just cheering.
This kid's gonna make the NFL.
So anyway,
This kid's my new quarterback. That's a drone.
it's a drone, and he can throw. He's got such an arm.
He can
Can I get the dystopian future where it's and in other news, famed future Hall of Fame quarterback Drone would like a trade to the new team. He's not a fan of their thing. And it just cuts to him just mowing down the head coach after they disagree about something.
And then that eventually evolves into, or eventually the NFL is all played by drones.
I'd watch that.
Just all colliding.
I had
thing.
a dream where, and this I'm gonna get the train of thought here. This is a tangent from where we're going. It's not a long tangent.
Okay.
But
Okay.
because
we're
you know how
going left.
robotic replacements
it's the
for
Mustang
your.
beneath us.
That it is what it is. Whoever you have a nice car, but why are you doing this right now? Yeah, I see that on the fucking waveform. So anyway, guys, you hear that?
For
That's just some
fuck's
dickbag with a Mustang under us deciding that revving his engine is the best course of action in life.
In a
It's
parking
her,
garage.
actually.
She's a dick. Anyway, sorry. In this moment, she might
She
be a
has
nice
one
person.
more dick than
Than the fucking
Better
robot.
Boy.
But well, you know, robotic prosthetics.
Better boy,
are kind of-
boy.
Robotic prosthetics
Robotic prosthetics
are kind of a thing at this point. You can actually attach them to in the next 50 years, it could be some cyberpunk shit where people are intentionally replacing normal limbs with robotic ones.
Mm-hmm.
What if that was that's what professional sports turn into? We
There's
just see
gotta
these
be rules against it.
robotic superhuman. No, I think we shouldn't put
I mean-
rules against it. I think we should encourage it. Because I would love to see a fucking NFL collision at 180 miles an hour that both of them just get to walk away from.
That'd be pretty sweet, yeah.
Right? They're both okay afterwards based on the armor plating or whatever they get to get. But watching football like that would be... Imagine hockey like that. Imagine a fucking fight where somebody throws a fist and sends the opponent 80 feet across the ice. And that's normal.
I like hockey to win.
You know what's an interesting thing with the Killbot?
What? I mean,
Because
there's
the
a lot going
Killbot
on.
still
He
has
doesn't
like
kill?
no, he still has the blonde hair and blue eyes. Like when they show like him on like his government missions, like he still just looks the exact same. So I just like to imagine just if like the brother's like truly an incel, just like writing about it. It's all conspiracy, man. The government's building Chads, man, to curb the human race, seducing and taking all the human women, man. The government's building Chads. Open your
The
minds.
government is building Chad.
Subscribe to
believe
Reddit
it.
Brain Cells. Open your mind. Take the black pill.
There's our episode title.
Wait, take the black pill. Why the black pill?
The boys take us to brain cells.
So he
He
government-
can't love you because he's a Chad robot.
Right. So the government finds out everything that's going on, and they find the robot boy, right?
Yeah.
Robo Boy.
And he's like, "We need you to go do government missions," and he's like, "Okay, I'll go do government missions."
But
But
I gotta come back for homecoming because my prime directive is to
prime
kiss this girl and fuck her brains out in the back of
Yeah,
of my
in the-
Gallardo on homecoming.
there's no back of a Gallardo.
He can carve it. He can carve it back in there if he wanted to. He's a fucking robot monster, man.
How about this? How about
He can
this?
carve that out before he carves her insides.
Oh dear God!
Whoa, soldier. We
That
got
needs
the-
a not safe for work tag.
Oh, God,
Jeez.
No, if anything, if we want to make the true homecoming experience, he'd go, whoa, soldier, we impounded that car. Instead, here's a 2004 Jeep. You can do in the back of that.
That sounds more homecoming
That sounds
appropriate.
more fun.
Do we get in the back of a 2004 Jeep?
Yeah. Then in the back of a Gallardo where you're just sitting on top of the engine bay.
And I
Even
can
if
come
it's
on the
cold
seats
outside.
and no one cares because it's a 2004 Jeep.
What if it's your 2004 Jeep though?
And I can come on the chairs because it's my 2004 Jeep.
But you gotta drive that shit later. I don't
Not
know.
in the
I don't
driver's
want to.
seat. There's
Wait,
four other
leather or
seats.
cloth? You got leather or cloth?
Cloth, liquid Febreze.
That's worse. That's worse. Because now you're fucking. Oh, dude, you imagine on next time summer comes around if you came in your
Oh,
sheets like
dear
that,
God.
and it gets hot out, and all you can smell is just a stanky semen. No, thank you.
You're smelling a fertile boy right here.
I would
That's
never
how
hang
I
out
roll
with
up
you.
to ladies.
I would
To
or
build
if
a
we-
fertile boy.
Or if we
Build a
hung
fertile-
out, it'd be the worst because Barrett would like. I'm picturing us being friends in high school like that, and Barrett's like, "Hey, you guys want to hang out? I'll drive." Sure, but you're not fucking driving. Why? Why do you think?
We're walking.
I would rather walk. But Taco Bell's 6 miles away. That sucks, doesn't it? It is better than the 5 minutes of cum-filled stench that is your car.
I mean,
No.
one of my dream vehicles to get, and feel free to tell me I'm wrong,
I probably will.
but a motorcycle with
With a
two
sidecar?
sidecars.
Why not just get a trike?
Nah,
Two
motorcycle.
sidecars so
You
my
get a
friends
strike-
can hop
You can
on.
get a trike with multiple sidecars.
How many? How many is too many sidecars?
Never enough. There's no such thing.
I want so many sidecars.
Cut to Barrett with just a limousine made out of sidecars.
Wait, there's not even a motorcycle. It's all sidecars.
That'd be a great business, actually.
Motorcycle limousines.
Motorcycle limos, baby.
How do you
I just
do
seem like
that?
you're gonna mess up your hair.
Hey, you do a motorcycle, and instead of putting them on the sides, you put it behind, and then do like
Like a train?
yeah.
Are we talking like so? This is just like so. It's like the fast
Shocking
equivalent
news
of a
today,
children's
JD.
train.
yeah, just do a children's train, but
Like at
for
a
adults.
mall, but for
Shock-
adults.
Yeah, and you can drink on it.
I'd love
right?
that. I'd fucking.
See?
I get your first
I know
investor.
I peaked the audio. I'm sorry.
You get your first investor. Do you accept Dogecoin?
No, because I can't buy any at the moment.
I mean,
Man,
my
you're... surprising news today. JD has discovered the train.
Oh, I discovered a train. All right. Bring me.
Oh,
that
yeah,
roll.
they're gonna run on you. Come on in, boys. He's right through here. Open up the door. Here he is.
So they're trying to get. Are they? I don't remember this at the
Get
end.
him.
I'm getting back on track here. Towards the end of the movie,
They changed the
they want him
goalpost.
to die, right? Like they want his like directive to be done so that he can disappear, so they can make it other
No,
moves
I
down
think
the
they
road
want
or
to
something
use,
like that.
continue using him as
As a
As
military
Killer
fighter,
Boy.
right? But then why do they go to such lengths to fulfill his primary directive? Because they know he'll explode after he
because they
finishes
don't
his
want the
primary-
fight.
What fight?
The fight between the army
Yeah, they
men
even brought
and,
like they don't
Oh,
want to fight
because the
him.
robot dude is like,
Yeah,
if I don't get to
he's like,
do my
my-
thing, I'm gonna fucking go off on you.
Well, no, because like they need to capture him the violent way because it's the U.S. military and we know nothing else.
Well, they didn't do it the violent way though. They let him have his
That's true.
homecoming.
No. They came and were like, "Get out of the way. We need to
Yeah.
go get your boy,
Okay.
And
get
he
your
said,
daughter's boyfriend." And then he's like, "No. You will not. This is homecoming day. I support my daughter. You will not have a fight in homecoming with her in the middle." And then they go, and then they turn to, I don't know, Secretary Blondie,
Oh, right.
and she
right.
goes, yeah, I guess. I've never had
Yeah.
sex before. And
Right.
then it pans back to the general. He's like, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, so the general, though, goes to Barrett, going back to Barrett's
They had this planned
Just
out. They had a prop truck
fucked
over there.
in point from earlier.
Thank
yeah, that he goes to agonizing lengths to try to make this the perfect night
perfect
for the
night?
robot boy. Because
Yeah,
he
they
clearly
they
has
went
some...
to the prop truck and went, what can we use?
Yeah, and they had, like undercover agents make the lighting perfect for them and all sorts of things like that, right? It got, like, a better band for them. All because this general is trying to make it perfect for the
Can you
robot
imagine
boy.
I'm
that
bringing it
phone
perfect
call?
for the boy because clearly the girl wants to kiss the boy and no other reason.
Do you think all
That
this...
general clearly
Do you
wanted
think
to fuck
all the,
that
like, the
robot.
rest
Of
of
course he did.
He fell in love with that robot.
I just like how and even the robot's like, I don't want to be a killing machine more. Then you shall self-destruct. And I like to imagine the dad, I knew I shouldn't have programmed him with guilt and PTSD. Damn
Say,
it!
how many emotions was he allowed to have?
I
Because
know.
he seemed very hollow up until guilt. But
Well, but is that part of being the perfect boyfriend? Is
Then he
having
only
guilt?
gets to
Is
feel-
having
he only gets to feel
PTSD.
guilt.
Oh no!
If this was a more woke film, they would have programmed him with white guilt because he's white with blonde hair and blue eyes.
He's the whitest motherfucker I've ever seen.
He would have been apologizing to Gabby for half of the movie.
Hey, I'm really sorry about all that. Just stop bringing it up, bro.
Stop
You're making
bringing it
it
up. I don't
worse.
want to hear it.
You're making it worse, bro. I just want you
I just want you to know
man.
I support you.
You know,
And he like does the fucking fist
does the
bump.
does the
on the-
Wakanda.
I was gonna go the other way.
Wakanda salute.
Where
Wakanda
were
salute.
you gonna go with
I was
this?
gonna go to where he fulfills his true Aryan
Oh
heritage.
no, he's a Nazi.
And he
Oh,
comes
dear.
in and he's like, Maeve, I love you, but you're a Jew. BAM!
And the dad's like, okay, so I was browsing some incel subreddits one night. While
I
was
thought I'd make him
programming the
angrier. I thought I'd
robot.
make him more efficient.
Thought I'd make him a better killing machine. Turns out I just made a Nazi.
You heard it here first, folks. Jabbermouths, subscribe to Brain Cells.
I feel
No!
like in that world though, he like goes to meet all the other
I'm
Nazis.
Jewish, I can't really do it, but you know what I
He
mean.
just goes and meets all the other Nazis and sees that real world Nazis are just fucking horrible people and pieces of shit and just
It blows
murders
up.
all the normal Nazis.
I like
You
the
aren't
idea.
perfect, Aryan.
I like the idea that he falls into their thinking, and years later we get May finally meets Better Boy again, and he's just like 400 pounds.
Oh, just fat as shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Liberals are trying to put spiders in your cereal. What?
They turn the frogs gay.
Turn the
I'm telling
freaking
you.
frogs gay. Wait.
So-
That's the origin. That's how Alex Jones came to be. He was actually a killbot.
He was a failed science experiment.
Failed. Look, he's hearing some of the shit coming out of his mouth. Of course, that's probably procedurally generated.
Wait, there's no way. Yeah, Alex Jones is.
They turned the freaking frogs gay.
Look, I'm not an advocate for murder, but if he fell off a cliff and didn't survive,
That's
I
natural
would-
cause. That's hoping for death is not the same as threatening.
I'd
So we're
be-
good.
I'd be
Jesus.
happy about it. That's all I'm saying. I would think the world took one intelligent step forward as a whole just by that happening. I hate him.
Wow.
He's such a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Have you looked like?
No,
looked
no,
up
I
the
know
highlights
about
of his-
Alex Jones.
It's bad. It's really.
I
bad.
subscribe.
No, there.
I think the final note, at least my final topic for the
Yeah, go for
film,
it.
is the musical scene and pretty much all the other scenes. Or pretty much, let's be honest, there are what? Let's be generous here, 15 characters in the film. Everyone else is just absolutely a prop. They stand around
Yeah.
and they enjoy.
They're just there
how-
to cheer. They're just there
I know,
to
that's it,
cheer
like-
and fucking swoon over the robot boy.
Or then like during like the whole musical part where like he's singing a
Singing?
Disney song to her, and then like everyone's like in the parks like clapping along. It's like, what are you doing with your life?
Yeah, I feel. I don't like that
Why
song.
would any
by
of
the
you
way.
stop what you're doing to be like, hey, those teens are playing the ukulele and loudly singing?
Oh, what
Right.
fun! Oh,
As a side note, I'm not a huge fan of the Selena song that they play, but I feel like they didn't need to do her dirty like that just because they had her under contract and have to place her shit in the fucking
I don't
original
know.
movie. I don't know. I was just like, you didn't deserve that. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. I'm sorry you did. I don't normally feel bad for fucking Hollywood elites, but I do feel bad for people who are kid Disney stars a little bit.
Yeah, true.
I have
that's true.
heard the horrific things that child Disney stars have had to go through from a mental state.
Mhm.
Like even as much as like the Jonas Brothers, they
Mhm.
needed years of therapy because
It's
they
rockstar syndrome.
well, not even just rockstar syndrome. They were like,
Right.
you must shave every day. You can't work out. You need to continue looking like a kid. You need to continue dressing like a kid. You're a kid. I'm 22 years old. No, you're 15 and appeal to that demographic. That's what you are. Imagine that. Like that would
Yeah.
destroy me. I would not be okay. Ever. Like, their contract didn't let them drink alcohol in any way, because if they were seen publicly doing it, it would tarnish their kid image, right? So things like that. That's terrifying to me.
You can't hide beer from a plucky 20-year-old who's just, got off a hard day at work. How dare you?
Yeah. I don't know. If you're the Jonas Brothers, I would want a stiff
sure.
fucking drink at the end of that day. So anyway, are we good to start closing this one down?
I think so.
Okay. This movie or last week's movie?
What was last week's?
Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson.
I say this. You know what? I think the difference
I'm
was...
going to sleep. I'm going to sleep.
I'm going to pick this.
I'll watch this again. I'm only under the condition that I get to watch it high again, because that's the only way. I feel like I'd be so much more angry about this movie if I was watching it sober.
See, I was engaged enough.
How I feel.
I was engaged enough to sink my teeth into it versus Percy Jackson. Let's be honest. Halfway through, I was looking at my phone like, oh my god, I'm so bored.
That's true.
You think there's a book that this movie was based on?
No.
Yeah, it's called The Hobbit.
The Hobbit and To Build a Better Boy, based on the bestseller The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey.
No, it'd actually be worse. You know what they could say? They could do the credit thing that Blade Runner did of just like, To Build a Better Boy, based on do androids dream of electric sheep?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. So yeah, final recommendations. Don't watch this movie. Maybe inebriated.
Now let me say my thing.
I was just saying my opinion
true.
on it is that I don't think you need to watch this movie because it's a Disney Channel original.
Here's what I will tell
gross.
you guys. If you want to just watch dumb things and laugh at it and feel smart, get drunk or high, and then just go through the entire Disney Channel catalog on Disney Plus, it's all there. It'll make you feel real good about yourself. You'll get a great laugh. Then you 2 thumbs way up.
And then you wake up the next morning and go, did I really waste my night watching Disney Channel originals?
You say, fuck yes you did, then you'll go buy a burger.
I burn my brain cells quickly enough as it is. I don't need to spend my brain cells on these movies.
This is bad. It's another Disney Channel. Can we make it the character's perfect day? No, something goes wrong.
I liked it. Yeah, they need more deep plots, like Smart House. Let's be honest, Smart House was the first ever Black Mirror episode, because it was about a smart house trying to kill people. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool.
Hot take.
I think Disney, as a whole, has kind of upped its TV game since then.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that Disney Channel or Disney XD, or whatever it is now,
I think
has upped its game.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I feel like I would be, have a pretty good shot at it if I bet that they didn't. But there's so much other Disney television level stuff. If you crave quality, right? There are so many other Disney original stuff that you can go watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if you were a kid and really liked Disney Channel, this is gonna hurt, especially if you liked it, because it's bad. But with that note, I think we're good to sign off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ethan's looking at stocks and Barrett's ready to fall asleep. So I have been the failed experiment that is Barrett. I'm kidding. I've been JD.
Oh wait.
You didn't even catch it.
No, I didn't.
I caught it.
I know you caught it. You looked at me like you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have been the failed experiment known as JD.
It's still bad. Fuck. I fucked it up. I'm Ethan.
And I am Murder Sex Bot Barrett.
Sex robot. And we'll see you guys next week.